guide on how to read your astrocartography map. I'm going to make it super easy and simple. So astrocartography is basically relocation astrology. The map is showing you where the planets were at the moment of your birth. So this is a snapshot from the moment you were born. This is where all the planets were across the globe. So the idea behind it is that basically if you travel to certain lines, they unlock parts of your natal chart or parts of your story. So if you wanted more love or more money in your life, you would look at your natal chart, you'd find a planet that rules that area in your life, and then you can travel to it, or you can buy things or meet people from that area to unlock that story, basically your natal promise. I share my story about how I moved from the East Coast where my life was horrible to the West Coast where my life got significantly better. I activated a new story in my life just by moving. So let's get into it. So if you're on your phone, it probably looks something like this. If you're on a desktop, it should be more spread out like this. So basically, you see the arrows, they're pointing to the lines going down the map. These are the planetary lines. So look to the borders of the map. You want to get familiar with the symbols and the letters surrounding the map. These symbols are representing the 10 planets plus Chiron in the North Node. I color-coded this to match astro.com to make it easier for you guys. So let's do a practice. The first symbol is the sun. Look for the sun on the map. As you can see, there's a sun IC line running straight down the North Pacific Ocean. So if you see below the planetary line, you'll see letters. You'll see AC, DC, IC, MC. These are the axes of your natal chart. So the AC is your rising sign that deals with self. The IC deals with home. The DC deals with other people. And the MC deals with career and legacy. So back to the sun line, you see that it's a sun IC line. The IC line deals with the home, the family, the roots. So if you zoom out into the full map, you'll see that each planet has the 4 lines. They have the AC line, the DC, the MC, and the IC line. Each planet has each 4, and they're just spread out throughout the map. So we found the sun IC line, but there's also a sun AC line you could travel to, a sun DC line you could travel to, and a sun MC line that you can travel to. So basically, there is 4 sun lines that activate 4 different parts of your natal chart. So this is my natal chart. This will be my natal chart for the rest of my life, no matter what. But when you relocate, your rising sign changes, which means these planets fall in different houses. Now, the planets stay the same, the aspects stay the same. I will always be a Leo. But when I relocate, that Leo sun will move to a different house and will activate a different story. But my chart in itself will not change. I have a locomotive chart, and that will stay the same. The only thing it will change is the rising sign, which will shift all the houses. So this is my chart. This is the locomotive chart. So basically what I'm saying, to give you guys a visual, that the only thing that's going to change is my rising sign. But all these planets and all these placements and all these aspects will stay the same. So this is my map right here. I am close to my sun MC line. But I moved to LA next to my Venus MC line. This means that my Venus has now moved in the place of my sun. So let's break this down. So this is my natal chart in DC where I was born. When you look up, the sun is in the 9th house and my rising sign is Scorpio. So this is my relocation chart now that I live in LA. As you can see, now I am a Libra rising and my Venus is now in the 9th house and not my sun. The rest of the chart, it's all the same. It's just the rising sign then changed, which moved the planets to different houses. This will activate different parts of your natal chart. My original natal chart is still the same. I'm still a Scorpio rising. However, when I moved to LA, I now see life through a Libra rising lens. It's almost like an added layer. And now that 8th house Venus story that I have playing out in my natal chart is being activated in my 9th house. Okay, so let's do some practice runs. So look to the border of your map. Look for the sun symbol. Now you can choose an angle. Do you want the sun AC line, the sun IC line, the sun DC line, or the sun MC line? So west is best. Basically, it means that if you move west of the line, you put it into an angular house. So if you move west of a sun AC line, this puts the sun in your 1st house. What that means basically is that the sun is all about confidence. If you moved close to this line, you could probably gain more confidence. You'd feel more energetic, more vibrant. Life would start being more exciting. If you move west of a sun IC line, this puts the sun in your 4th house, which means now your home life and your family is lit up like a Christmas tree. We're talking about exciting home life, maybe more attention to the home life, maybe a reality show type of thing that's going on, maybe video blogging your home in everyday life. Maybe your family gets into video blogging their life. Your home life becomes more vibrant, exciting, and energetic. And also, it brings more attention to the home life, so other people are starting to see the home and the family life. If you move west of a sun DC line, we put the sun in your 7th house. This is attracting star-like people. Like, you might encounter more celebrities. You might, meet more people with Leo placements. You definitely might even date people who have these star-like qualities, who are vibrant and bright and energetic and just everything the sun represents. You definitely attract way more people. If you move west of a sun MC line, you put the sun in your 10th house. that means that a lot of your attention and focus will be on building your legacy, your career, your business. You might start, you might even start a business. You might even start a legacy. You might move there and start acting or getting into performing and getting attention. So of course there's more to it than that, but that's the gist of it. Basically, you look at your natal chart, you see what you want from life, then you go to your astrocartography map, you find where that planet is, then you see what house you want to place it in, then you combine the house meaning plus the planet meaning to see the life you might experience there. Plus you also have to look at your natal promise, because if you have the sun in fall in Libra, the sun isn't the best place to live if it's in fall in Libra. So this is why astrocartographers like me make the big bucks, because it's not as simple as it may seem. You have to know a lot more than you expect. However, it gives you an idea of why you're drawn to certain places, why you want to visit certain places. Another reason is astrocartographers like me have professional astrology software, which means that I can measure out how far you are away from certain lines. I can see program lines, I can see things in the chart with my software that you won't get on free websites. But hopefully this tutorial gave you enough information for you to get inspired and look at your map and see the world through a new lens. Now you can plan out your vacations and travels a lot more strategic. If this video helped you in any shape or form, please go and check out my YouTube channel where I travel to my planetary lines on my map and I blog about my experience there. I also post a lot of tutorials and educational videos, so you can also learn and grow and travel with your own map and experience your own astrocartography adventures.